All right, today we are going to be taking the 124 out to the AMG Tech Talk at Mercedes VPC in Long Beach. So this is like an official like cars and coffee type event that is from Mercedes-Benz corporate, and it is going to feature some AMG engineers talking about the newest coming cars. So I think it'll be pretty interesting to take this car. Yeah, I know it's not AMG, but it's definitely got the cosmetics of it, and they probably haven't seen a 124 in a long time, so let's see the reactions. Also, I'm really happy with the choice of the steering wheel. That finish is a lot nicer than it used to be. It feels a lot nicer too in the hand. Oh well, so far it just seems like this event is a research study. So they make you check in and take a survey, which they just want to find out more about what you think about their electric vehicles, which are all parked there. But so far, I'm the only old car here, and it looks like the only other like enthusiast car is that AMG GT and the SL65 here. And a BMW E46 is parked here as well. Benzworks plate frame, so this is definitely an enthusiast car, but it seems like this SL65 AMG GT and my car are like the only real enthusiast cars here. There's a lot of people with the newer 53, 43 cars, so I'm just not that interested in these.
And there's a huge amount in Los Angeles because we live by the ocean. You know, we're all, yeah, I wear off my tires, but it's a sports car. They're shedding so much rubber and it's all ending up in the ocean. So I feel like there's a lot of these.
All right, we are heading out. That was a pretty uneventful event. They're just mainly trying to get some feedback on their electric cars. They kind of market towards like a cars and coffee type thing. It was still pretty fun. They handed out some swag, which is pretty cool. But now it's time to head out. So what a lot of people might not know about me is I actually used to work at Long Beach BMW right here like 5 years ago. And the last time this car was here, it was definitely not this nice. It had no body kit, it leaked everywhere, and you know, it just did not look that cool. So here we are 5 years later. So last time I came by here was with the 210 in 2017, right after I won my award at the last event at VPC. It was a much bigger event than the one today, but yeah, I definitely do not miss working here. What was funny is a few customers actually asked me which BMW I owned, and of course I'd never owned a BMW, so I would always say I own a Mercedes, and they're like, why don't you get a BMW? I was just never into BMWs, probably never will be, but yeah, that was pretty funny. A total Mercedes fan working at BMW, and they always ask me, why didn't you get a job at Mercedes? They weren't hiring. So that was pretty cool. Just a little story of my past. And yeah, I will never work at a dealer again. If you work at a dealer, shout out to you. Really shitty job, but sometimes you just gotta pay the bills. So exiting this driveway, I would always scrape my 210 here when it was lowered on coilovers if I didn't angle it. So we're different than angle the 124. It actually doesn't look that steep, but if your car is low and you go straight, you're gonna scrape. Let's see. You gotta watch out for the cars. Yeah, no scraping here. BMW of Long Beach and Signal Hill. This is where I worked. Definitely do not miss it. The turnover rate is extremely high at pretty much any low-level dealer. So any of those corporate-owned dealerships. So that one's owned by Sonic Automotive. Really, really crappy management. And I seriously think like every 6 months, almost the entire staff is new. So the managers I had there didn't last a year. None of the sales staff lasted a year. There's only a handful of people there that were there for more than a couple years. This 76 gas station is one we would always use to fill up the cars right before we would deliver them. So, a lot of memories there. Alright, so for the end of today's video, I want to go over my equipment that I use to film, since I've gotten a couple of questions regarding what I use. So believe it or not, when I first started making videos, September 2021 and before, I would use my iPhone 6s Plus right here. So I had this phone since 2015, and I used it all the way until September 2021. So all the videos you've seen up until then were filmed with this iPhone. And now I'm using an iPhone 13 Pro Max. So no fancy equipment here, even though the iPhone 13 Pro Max is a very expensive phone. It does more than one job, which is why it's more justifiable than buying an expensive camera for me. Today, what I got is a microphone for the phone I use. What I noticed was in my videos, it's actually pretty decent quality in terms of like the actual footage. The audio is sometimes lacking, especially if there's wind. So this will hopefully cut down on wind noise with its dead cat filter. I got all this equipment just for that. So this is the actual microphone. That's the adapter that I'm going to use to attach it. So this will hold my phone in, and then at the top there you see it will slide in with the mic. And then because this phone does not have a headphone jack, I have to get this adapter. So that's what I got. So let me just go over the stuff real quick. So this is a MOVO brand VXR10. So this is a microphone. I chose this microphone because it has a wide variety of uses. So the fact that I can use it with my phone, and then later on I do just intend to buy a camera, so if when I buy a camera, this will still be able to be used. That was the main thing I was looking for, was that it could still be used with a camera later on. And while I do like the iPhone for its versatility, it's amazing because it's compact and all that, I do want to get a camera one day, so this will be good for that. This mount I got, this was a little bit on the expensive side, and it's a really heavy box, so I'm hoping it's made of metal. I have another mount like this, but it's made of plastic, and there's no way to mount a microphone to the top of it. I got this one for that reason. And this is the MOVO brand adapter cable. So this is just recommended from the brand, obviously. So they claim to have, it's better quality, but I don't know, I just didn't want to risk getting something cheap and it not working good, so that's why I got this. So I'm gonna switch over to my old phone for the first time in almost a year and then show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm back on my iPhone 6s Plus. So this is the stand. It came in a really nice box. And here it is on my iPhone 13 Pro. So that is actually made out of metal. It's pretty sturdy. So it looks like this is going to work really good. It is a stretch fit, so there's no adjustment. You just stretch it open and slide your phone in. So that is how that works. And we'll see it has the mount for the microphone there. And here's the microphone. So this is another reason why I bought it. It came with the dead cat filter, so this will cut down on wind noise. It comes with all the cables and mounting hardware too. So this is the dead cat filter. Here's the actual microphone itself. And then that's how it's going to mount to the phone. It screws on right there to tighten it up, and it comes all the necessary cables. You need one for your smartphone, one for actual camera. It comes with a spare mounting bracket and a case. Alright, here's how it looks like. It's a pretty hefty setup, so this is kind of a little bit inconvenient, I think, but I think it'll be worth it for the improved audio, especially among windy situations. Alright, this is the first clip filming with the new microphone, so let me know how it sounds. This is pointed directly at my face. So this is not pointed towards the subject in front of me. So let me see, I'll walk out. There's a lot of wind going on right now. I'm curious to see if there's any wind noise being picked up. So yeah, a ton of wind right now. A lot of background noise too. I don't know if you can hear the bird chirping there. And I don't know how well you can hear the car running since this is pointed away from it. Alright, after a quick listen, I really do think it's better when it's pointing towards me if I'm talking, so I'll keep it that way for now. If I'm going to be filming like the car's exhaust, I'll obviously have it pointed towards the car, but I think for me talking, it's actually better. Alright, the last little bit of business we got to take care of today is to get some gas. Alright, so I already reset it, but it was about 220 miles, and we put about 13 gallons in here for a full tank, so whatever that is. For me though, MPGs don't matter in this car. Okay, here's a great test. So there's a plane flying over me. The fans on the 124 are on, the aux fans. So let's see what you can hear. Can you hear the plane and can you hear the fans? So it's pretty loud in person, especially standing right here. So the mic is pointed at me. Tell me what you think. A plane just flew over too. I don't know if you could hear that. Here's it from the side. The front's really loud. Alright, it's time to get her wiped down, put away. So I don't know if you can hear in the background, there's some music playing too. I hope this microphone sounds a lot better. we'll see. But in future videos I will definitely be using it more often, especially outside. This will make a big difference. The 124 is all cleaned up and put away, and one thing I want to mention is I recently switched rubber conditioners. So I used to use the Meguiar's number 40, which was a cleaner and conditioner. So I do recommend that product still if you need to clean your rubber, because it does have cleaning agents in it. But the 303 products Aerospace Protectant actually was able to soften up this rubber here. It was much harder before. Now you can see there's some flex to it. It's a nice matte finish. It might be a little shiny for some people, but it's better than being dried out, and you can actually feel this rubber is like hydrated. So this product is water based, so it will not last as long as the solvent based stuff, so you do have to apply it more often, but I think rejuvenating the rubber is worth it. So previously I used to only use the Meguiar's number 40, so that's the EC cleaner conditioner, and I still do recommend that. But the 303 Aerospace Protectant is a great product as well, and of course I still use the Meguiar's Ultimate Waterless Wash and Wax to wipe down the paint. I don't know if anyone ever reads my description, but I highly recommend you check it out. I do link the products that I use down below, so check them out. They're Amazon links, and I will start linking the equipment I use too, like the microphone. In case you want to see what I use and you want to be up to date on it, check out the links in the description. Alright, that'll do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.